Hi everyone, it's Megan with Fine Designs by Megan, and today I'm going to show you a tutorial on how to do tie-dye with actual individual colors of glitter instead of doing a paint where you paint the tie-dye and then you use a cheat glitter. So this one we're actually going to do each individual color and do tie-dye that way. So let's get started. Okay, so the supplies that I'll be using today, I'm going to be using these choice of glitters. Wednesdays from Peachy Olive Glitters, Orange Julius from Peachy Olive Glitters, Lemon Heads from Peachy Olive Glitters, Kermit Wazowski from Peachy Olive Glitters, Bejeweled from Peachy Olive Glitters, and 112 from Peachy Olive Glitters. I will also be using Peachy Olive Glitters adhesive glue, and then I will be mixing these neon acrylic paints with the glue. It will look like this, and that is a way to help you guide your colors when you're painting your tie-dye, and it also helps brighten your colors when you're actually pouring your glitter on there. Then I will be using skinny paint brushes and a pencil as a way to help make my little roadmap of how I want my tie-dye to go. You do not have to do that part, you can do that part. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so to start, you're going to start with a plain white tumbler. You're going to want to sand it, clean it with Dawn soap, and spray paint it with white flat paint. And then once you're done with that, you're going to want to start with an outline of how you want your tie-dye swirl to go. You don't have to make it real big, and you kind of want to make your pencil lines a little bit lighter so when you paint, it doesn't show up through the paint, if that makes any sense. And now you don't have to make your swirl go all the way around, just kind of like a road map to help guide you as you go. Okay, and now that you have your guideline done, you're going to get your pink paint. That's what you're going to start with first, so your pink glue paint. And you are just going to start with little lines at first, and you're just going to go around slowly and add your lines. At first they're going to be smaller, but as you go, you'll just make your lines a little bit longer, and the further you go out, the longer you will make your lines. And then don't worry too much about your lines. You don't want to put them too close together because you're going to need to fit your orange lines in between that once you go on to your next color. It doesn't have to be perfect. Tie-dye is never perfect. And you don't want to do too many lines all in one area because it will make it look kind of globby instead of a little bit spread out and make your lines look separated. So just kind of do a little bit in each section. I sometimes go a little bit ahead and then I backtrack and then add my lines in. And you don't want to go too far. Make a little bit of a patch, get your glitter, pour your glitter on, dust it off. I knock my glitter off, and then I also use a little blower that I have. I will attach a link to it in the description below. And I just blow off my excess glitter, and then I just keep going. And remember, you want to have small lines, longer lines. You don't want them all to be the exact same size. Tie-dye is a mixture of different sizes.
And your lines don't have to be completely straight. You can go at different little angles. And then don't worry about going backwards. Just go out at this time. And then once you get your last color on in purple, you'll actually blend your pink up into your purple. Okay, don't worry about doing the bottom right now. Just leave your little area at the bottom. We're going to just do a little burst on the bottom at the end. And then this way, if you need to set your cup down to grab something or go on to another color, you'll be able to set your cup down without running your bottom. Okay. Now that you're done with that, you can move on to your orange. With your orange, just start on the outside of your pink, smaller at the beginning, and then go out bigger as you go. At the beginning, you're kind of going to do it a little bit tighter since it is going to be the middle of your swirl. Don't worry about any white lines in between. There's going to be a little bit of, a gap. And that's okay because tie-dye does have white in it. Also, when you're aiming on your orange lines, try to put your orange going down between one pink line and another. And then that way the orange is actually bursting out of your pink. And just keep remembering different sizes. The further you go out, the longer your lines are going to become. And then just try to blend it into the pink as much as you can. And on the orange, you're going to go out, and then you can also go up into the pink, and then that will help also blend it in to the pink where it looks like it's just rolling from pink into orange instead of just being two separate colors. Okay, add your glitter on it. You don't want to go too long without putting your glitter on because the glue paint mixture will dry pretty fast and then you'll have to go back and touch it up. So try to just do a little bit at a time and then go back and add your additional colors in. And then just keep going, just like you did the pink. Do a little bit, blow it off, do a little bit, blow it off. Longer lines as you go. All lines are going to be different sizes. Once you get to the top, up here at the top, just try to go around it. And then at the bottom, skip it like you did before. Okay, once you're done with the orange and you're happy with the way you look, you're going to move on to your yellow. Just clean your brush, dry it off, grab some yellow, and remember, start it kind of smaller. If you're just doing little tiny dots, that's fine at the beginning. And you're just going to add a little bit of yellow in between your orange lines. And you can also make your orange kind of reach up to your pink. If there's any areas that you can get in between the orange to go up to your pink, awesome, do that. That will help blend it and make it look more of a burst instead of just solid colors just stacked right on top of each other. Okay, just like the orange, not super close together, shorter lines at the bottom, longer as you go, and blend it up into the orange as much as you can. Remember, don't go too long without adding your glitter. It will dry pretty fast, especially with it being warmer outside. I know I have a she shed, so I usually keep my she shed about 75 to 80. So it dries pretty fast, or it tends to. Okay, now as you're up to the top, you're just going to add a little bit of lines between the orange, since it's not very much, and then that just makes it look like there was a little bit of yellow up there as some added touches in. Okay, once you're finishing up with your yellow and you get your glitter put up, you're going to go on to your green. And as you get further out with your colors, it gets a little bit tighter in the middle. That's fine. Just do little tiny dots. Make sure it just has a little bit of a touch of green. And then you'll do your blue and your purple after, and just make sure it has a little bit of a touch so you do have all of your colors in the bullseye of your tie-dye. And do the green just like you did the orange and yellow, smaller at the beginning, not super tight. You don't want to have it globby. Don't go too far without glittering. Your paint glue mixture will dry fast. Sorry about me going a little bit off the screen. My 5-year-old has been working with me because school is out on summer break, and she climbed in behind me, and plus I'm blind, so I can't see very well. But anyways, just keep on adding your green. You can blend it up, blend it down. The further you get out, the longer your lines are going to be, especially in the back. If you have a bigger gap, you're going to want to try to add a little bit longer so we can get that gap filled in. Okay, now onto your blue, same thing as the green, a little bit at the beginning, add it in as you go. Make the lines longer. And at this point, you're really just tapping closer in the bullseye. It does get a little harder once you're almost done. You don't have much space left, so just try your best to make it as good as possible. Tie-dye is never perfect, so don't be too hard on yourself about it. Okay, and then as you get on your back side, where you're coming from one angle to the next, on your last two lines, right about here, your blue is going to touch. That's fine. Just try not to make it look too globby together, and continue to do your lines just like you would have. Okay, now onto your purple. And the purple, you're going to pretty much try to fill in most of your white areas. And then once you're done with your purple, you'll go back into your pink, and you'll blend your pink down into your purple. So at this point, you're just going to try to blend your purple up into your pink as much as you can. Leave a little bit of gaps, and then that will help with your pink blending down into your purple also. And this is probably going to be your hardest part, is doing the purple and the pink, because you're wanting to pull your purple out through the lines of your blue, but also make your purple stab into your pink with some sharp lines. And then that way it's easier for you to come back with your pink and go down in between your purple and actually reach up and maybe close to your blue. And you could really do any different color combinations with tie-dye. Neon just seems to be the main one that I do, because that's the main ones that people want. I've done some, you know, the basic colors, the red, orange, yellow, green, the main rainbow colors. I've done them. I've done some pastel ones. I've done some purple, pink, and turquoise. But you can do any color combination. Sorry about me going off screen again. My daughter at this time is pretty much kneeing me in the back. And then once you get to your back to your last two little lines and your little rectangles that are down there, or triangles, excuse me, add your purple in as much as you can, and then the pink you're going to go back, and with this part you're going to fill in your areas that were left in white. And also add your pink up into your purple, make it blend better. And then on the back side where your triangles are, you'll fill in those excess areas with pink and just complete it that way. If you wanted to add some orange in the back, you could do that too. I didn't, I just filled it in with the pink. And don't worry if there are any white lines or any white areas left. Not everything has to be completely full covered, because you do have some white in tie-dye. And then just fill it in as much as you can, or whatever you want, until it's exactly how you want it to be. Just whatever you prefer. Filling in my areas. And then once we are completely finished on the koozie or the tumbler, whatever you're on, once you're finished on here and you actually move on to your bottom area, you can do whatever you want. You can make it one solid color. I chose to do a burst. I didn't do it on video. Sorry, I had to do something with my daughter and totally missed that part. But you can do whatever you want. You can do a swirl, you can do a burst, just whatever your preference is. Okay, so there's the finished bottom with my finished koozie. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to let this dry for about an hour. Once it's dry, I will seal it twice and then epoxy it twice before I move on to the decal. And now I have already cut my decal. I've already epoxied it, and I am just going to place this decal in the middle. I was going to double layer, but I decided not to because I didn't want to cover up too much of my tie-dye. And the customer just wanted something simple like life, so we're putting it on there, and it is glow-in-the-dark vinyl. I will attach a link to the store that I actually buy my vinyl from, and you'll be able to get this glow-in-the-dark vinyl also. And before I put my decal on, I did sand my cup down, make sure there was no bumps or anything that would affect my vinyl. Now I'm going to just smooth it out, get all the air bubbles out, make sure it's completely adhesed down to the tumbler. And then once this is done, I'm going to epoxy it twice.
And here is the finished product of our glitter tie-dye koozie. If you liked my tutorial, please subscribe to my channel and give me a big thumbs up. If you have any questions, just drop those questions down below and I will try my absolute hardest to get back to all of your questions, okay? I will also link all of the products that I used down in the description box. If there is a product that I used that I didn't link, somehow I missed it, just ask where I got it and I will tell you guys where I got it. Before I jump off of here, I wanted to let you guys know of something pretty amazing. Me and my glitter sister, I met her a couple years ago in Peachy Olive Glitters, and we have become best friends. We help each other. We're always there for each other, because when you're learning, you kind of need the extra person for advice. So like if I'm stuck between colors, I'll be like, hey Lizette, what color do you think would look good on here? Does this look okay? Or anything like that. Well, what we have done is we have created a group together for tumbler makers, and it's a group where you can post your tumblers, you can ask for help, you can post links to glitter sales or anything like that, or vinyl if someone needs to know where to get vinyl. You can post your questions there, or tumblers or anything like that. It is a place where you can feel free to share different suppliers. We don't care, okay? We want a place that people can post questions and different things without feeling like they can't post it or that they're going to be hated on. This is also going to be a place where you can be comfortable. You don't have to worry about people being ugly. It's somewhere we want just to be like a little safe place for tumbler makers, because anymore you can't post things without being attacked, or they say that, oh, you can't post this because I am affiliate or whatever, and it's just ridiculous, because when you're trying to learn and trying to figure out where to get things, it's really hard if you can't even ask about it. So we just created this group so people can ask about it. I am an affiliate with ksresin, but not everybody likes ksresin. That's fine. That's understandable. ksresin works best for me. CCDIY might work for someone else, or any of the other ones. You can post that here. I don't care. If you haven't posted or haven't used ksresin, just click my link down in the description and you can roll over into ksresin's website, order their epoxy, and get a little bit of a discount when you purchase through my link. In the group, the only thing that we ask is that you respect other people. There might be tumblers that you don't like. That's fine. Be an adult, scroll past it. You don't have to say anything. Just keep going, okay? Because there's things in life that I don't like, and you just gotta learn to just keep on going, because it's really not gonna hurt you, okay? So that's all we ask, is just to respect other people, and we're gonna all get along great. We're gonna do some giveaways in there, post new products, do giveaways on new products, try out different companies, see, give kind of advice on, other companies, and to kind of just share tumbler stuff. So I will post a link to that group down in the description box also. And I'm going to go ahead and end it. I will be seeing you guys on Saturday. I'm going to try my absolute hardest to post new tutorials every Wednesday and Saturday. If by chance I can't post one on one of those days, I'll just post it on another day. But life has been kind of crazy, so there might be weeks that I'm not able to, but I'm going to try my absolute hardest to try new tutorials, post new cups, and just let my creativity just flow, and you guys can pick up on it. So I'm going to end this now, and I will talk to you all on Saturday. Bye, everyone.